What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. If you enjoy the content on this channel, leave a like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at BradicalYT, or X, whatever you want to call it. I don't really care. Follow me at that. And if you want to catch me live streaming Dragon Ball Legends right on this channel, about 8 hours after you're watching this video, we'll be live playing some Dragon Ball Legends. Hanging out, kicking it, doing some viewer battles, doing some PvP. What else you want from me? If you want to see that, come through, check that out. I pretty much live stream every day. Something, it does not always Dragon Ball Legends. When Project Multi comes out, it'll be Project Multi. I'd love to replay through Kakarot, play some of the older Budokai, Sparking Zero, possibly, maybe. No guarantees. Whatever else. If you want to see that, we should do that. Today we're talking about the anniversary. So this is, according to a lot of people, the biggest flop for anniversaries. Number one, not that surprised. We're gonna hop in a game in a second and talk a little more in depth and kind of go through stuff, but I'm not too surprised. When games get to an age at this point, I mean, the game's been out for over 2,500 days. And it's PvP based, where I can quite literally spend more money and I have a better team than you. It's always been going down this route. And I think it's at a point now where they're pushing so heavily to get a bunch of new players that it's pushing a lot of the old players out. It's a game that it'll never really push me out. Obviously, I haven't uploaded a whole lot the last couple years. There's a lot that goes into that. I'm not going to talk about it. It's nothing that bad. It's just other things happening in life, right? Like, it happens. But it does feel kind of like not rewarding to play the game for an extended period. Like, it almost feels better to leave and then come back, and then leave and then come back and get the bonuses, whatever else. Anyway, let's hop into the game a little bit. Let's chit-chat. Let's BS. Let's talk about it. Again, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Come on now. You don't have to. I don't care. Okay, step number one. It's always been and it's always going to be the monetization. That will never change. That is why, hey, I don't play Dokkan that much anymore. It's been a long time. That is why Dokkan will always reign supreme. Not because they have better monetization. You can make an argument it's worse. But because you're not fighting other players. You get a copy of that character, and if you're able to do the events, you're able to do the events. If you have an established enough account, you can do most events. In this game, if I want to spend $5,000 to deck out all my equips and deck out all my characters and pull every unit, get them to 14 stars, you ain't pulling up with no 3-star. You ain't nothing to me. It don't matter to me. I'm winning, dog. I got the W already. I already took it. You already lost. I got a 14-star Majin Ku. What do you got? 3-star MUI or 4-star? Come on, man. What are you talking about? But sincerely, that has always been the issue with, and it's been since like the year one, bro. Like, when people were going to the tournaments, it was like high-level Japanese players that were like spending what I assume is their life saving. Maybe everybody just has like way more money than you think the average person has. but I know a fair amount of people are chucking like 10 grand away at Legends every other month. Like, either way, it'll always be the monetization. It's been there since day one, and it's never going to go anywhere. One thing that I did not know, I was live streaming a couple weeks ago. Again, you feel free to watch that if you want to, but I was live streaming a couple weeks ago, and there's a guy that comes through my chat. His name's Eli. He's cool. He's chill. He's a mod. Whatever else. And now he was telling me about how there's that limit. So whenever I played Legends heavily, like I have 2,000 videos on the channel, like 1,700 of those are Legends. And when I played like massively and heavily, you had a cap at 20k. You couldn't accept certain CC over 20k, and you couldn't buy over 20k. So if you were doing like a summoning video, you could only buy 20,000, and then you had to re-up every single time you went through that 20k. I had no idea they changed that to 200,000 you can buy, but you can't accept free over 20k. Whereas before you could accept free over 20k, but you couldn't buy. That is BS. I actually don't know how that slipped past my radar. Obviously, I wasn't super plugged in. I'm doing other stuff in my life. I don't know how that, because that is, it's a bad word. Don't say anything. It's bullshit. It's literally, it's BS. I want to make a joke out of it, but in no world should free-to-play currency ever be limited, while pay one isn't, when this is a PvP. Well, it's not a PvP-based game. That's, I think, a lot of things, too. That a lot of people look at it as a PvP-based game, where 1% of the people playing this game, like, you're looking at Tom in Washington, who's on Facebook, and he's like, Dragon Ball Legends, that looks pretty sick, and he downloads it, and he's like, I like Goku also. Like, they're not hopping into PvP like you guys are hopping into PvP if you're watching this video. So that is something to remember, too. It's not a PvP-based game. It's just PvP is a big part of it. It's hard to get lost in the sauce sometimes with that. But that, I had no idea that changed. I thought I had heard it went to 200k, and I never really paid attention. I remember Goresh tweeting about something saying it was 200k, whatever else. But I just thought they upped it. I didn't know they got rid of the free. Like, you couldn't accept bullshit. Actual, pure, unadulterated bullshit. Number two, good old Ultras, baby. You know how it is? You know what it do? F Ultras. Sincerely. I love UI Goku. I love Majin Vegeta. You can see the layout next to my face. But Ultras were and they're terrible. So way back when Zenkais came out, it was Green Majin Buu. I remember a guy tweeting about his name's Chicken, and he does other content on Genshin Impact and stuff. But way back when he tweeted out, he estimated the cost. It was like $250 to Zenkai Buu, and he was like crazy. He was okay. Like wasn't like, you know, obscenely good. So that was the start of it being bad. Zenkais now, you look at them, they're completely free. You don't even have to soul boost them now. So I'm not really sure what's going on with Ultras taking forever to fix this system. There is no pity. It is horrible rates. They don't come back on other banners. Nobody enjoys them. I mean, sincerely. Yeah, the actual character themselves, great. They're fun. Obviously, they're the best in the game. There's a couple of us to give them a run for their money. But Ultras are normally seen as, yeah, these are very good. Barring a few of them, right? Like, hey, that's fine. All those things that I mentioned add up to a very unfun experience, to be frank with you. And they have been since the day they dropped. I remember Gogeta coming out, and it took me like $190. That's not that much money. I know. You're saying to yourself, Brad, I just spent $500. Well, get help. Stop. But that aside, you think about $190, and I walk away with nothing. Well, with nothing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. LS, I just got shafted on Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. You get shafted on LFs too. I mean, I went 76,000 on either one of them. Not dollars. in CC. And a lot of that was probably free to play. I mean, I only spent like $350. But I walk out with nothing. No pity system. Like, what is that? The Ultras, it go monetization, and then we're down to Ultras. And then I got about 1 or 2 big points. But I think that already kind of covers why it's just not that enjoyable to pick up Legends anymore. But we got a couple more points. Number 3, nail in the coffin. Equipment. To be frank with you, to be as nice as I can, screw equipment. You want to talk about an unfun way to spend my time is grinding equipment. I've done it, as you can see. I've gone through. And they don't even explain equipment to you. As somebody who has logged in, I think I've missed 3 days. Total. I think. I'm somewhere around 3, maybe I missed 4. I don't know. The other week I literally missed one. I was like, what the heck? As somebody who's grinded, I didn't even really know how good pure equips were until like a month ago. So somebody in my chat was telling me that like it affects Z abilities and everything too. So I grinded all these goddamn equipments. And they're not unusable, but you want ones that have the pure on them. If you click on here, what I mean by pure, see where it says base strike defense? That's not pure. Where it says strike attack per Saiyan, that's pure. That means it's like a pure, it's just a higher boostage and a boost from your Z ability. I don't exactly know how it works. I just know it's better. And the second I started using it, now all of a sudden I'm winning games. They don't even explain that to you. That's not even a mention. If there's not a bonanza, do not grind equips. Don't do it. So now we're at a point where you can only hyper-specifically play when you're able to upgrade equips. You can play free-to-play. Legends is actually, it's okay free-to-play if you really know what you're doing. That's, I think, the thing that a lot of stipulations, which that's probably, to be fair, a lot of gacha games, is that you really got to know what you're doing if you want to be free-to-play. Like, you have to know exactly what you're upgrading. You got to know exactly why you're upgrading it, what team you're going to be rocking, how long is that team going to be lasting in PvP. Did you get relatively lucky on a certain character, so now you build around that, like Majin Vegeta. You got to really know what you're doing, which most people, again, they're playing very casually. You know, they're not really paying attention to, like, they're paying attention, but they're not paying attention to whatever banners and stuff. And then they hop in a PvP, get their ass kicked, put the game down forever. If I lost my account right now, you would never see me make another Dragon Ball Legends video. I would never, I'd be like, I'm out. I could never replay all the stuff I've played in this game. And that's just a me thing. Maybe somebody could. So you combine all this stuff. You only play at specific times to upgrade equips. Monetization is lunacy. The summons, you gotta know who you're summoning for. Not even to mention Ultras not coming back on other banners. And if you want to buy multi-Z Power 4 Ultras, you literally gotta pay for that. You're never gonna get that free. And they've been out now like 2 years, 2.5 years. Maybe even 3. I can't keep track. It might even be 4, to be honest with you. If we're talking about Super Saiyan Goku. And there's still that. No pity. So I think you just combine, you wrap all that up into a nice little ball. Just put it all together. And I don't think it's really a shocker that this anniversary is just like a big fart. It's just a big wet fart. So far. I think it's going to pop off a little bit. We're going to get some version of a Fusion, probably Gogeta, Fusion Reborn, something like that. Or we're going to get Ultra Beerus or DBS Broly or something's going to pop up, and it's going to be kind of hype. And I think moving forward, this isn't meant to be a negative video. But you guys need to take Dragon Ball Legends in a certain type of way. If you fall in any of these points, you're getting pissed off and you agree with what I'm saying, whatever it might be. Number one, tweet at me. Be like, yo, Brad, I agree with this point, or I don't agree. Because I want to know people's opinions if, like, genuinely you think this. Tweet at me. I ain't checking no YouTube comments. Maybe half that's bots. But, you gotta not take it casual. If you're a creator, that's impossible. Don't take it casually. Put your foot down. Get the grind on. But if you're just playing and you find yourself not having a good time, put the phone down. Go on to a different app. Have a play some Genshin for a little bit. Play some Dokkan. Screw it. Why not? Dokkan's still great. I just can't. I honestly, I wish I had my Dokkan account back. I might low-key play Dokkan if I had my OG one back, but different story for a different day. Take your foot off the pedal a little bit. And just, again, if you're not having a good time playing the game that you're playing, then there's no point to play it. That was kind of what I started to feel with Legends years ago, where I was forcing myself to do everything in this game. And I was like, what am I doing? Like, why am I, obviously for money, content creator, but like, as just a game, even off camera, forcing myself to grind this stuff that frankly just feels bad. That is a big thing. There's, I don't know, they don't listen to the player base and all that stuff. Everybody likes to say that. The player base doesn't know what the hell they want. They say they want these characters, they release them, they make no money, oh, I don't want another Gogeta, they put Gogeta out, it gets top grossing. I wouldn't listen to that. There's no possible way to quantify what a player base wants, because everybody wants different things. Somebody out there probably genuinely would spend $1,000 on a Yamcha with Guar that's busted, and then some other guy's like, I actually hate Gogeta and Vegito. Ugh. So that's not for debate in my opinion. But everything else that I've touched on just leads me to not be too shocked that so far this is tanking. Not even to mention MUI and Vegeta, they're fine. Like, Kale and Khalifa are probably the best unit. It's actually like not even close. I'm being honest with you guys. Again, Goku and Vegeta, they're fine. They just don't really feel like anything. So, but if you want to watch me live stream, like I said, I'm live often. So, if you enjoy me talking and speaking and making my vocal cords vibrate, then come through. But if not, and I never see you again, just remember, this is who you're denying. I can't feed him because you didn't click the next video. I'm just saying that. Don't forget that, okay? That's Majin Buu, by the way. Majin Buu.